Hi students. Thank you for those of you who already submitted to me your Google Forms from yesterday thinking about your futures and your goals and your mission statements. Today, as promised, we're going to continue talking about this and continue with our unit of kind of figuring out what our path will be for after high school so we can best figure out what path we want to go down if we want to write our college entrance essays or if we want to work on our cover letters for a possible job after school. So today's assignment is pretty easy in my opinion because it's just watching a video after you watch this video. The video is entitled How to Find Your Path After High School. You should have a link to this TED Talk in the email that I sent this morning. Also, I'll put a link to this TED Talk in the description of the video. And additionally, the link is on the Google form assignment that you have to complete for today. So don't worry, you will be able to find this assignment. Watch this video. It is 15 minutes. If that's a lot for you to watch in one sitting, watch it in chunks, watch it on increased speed if you need to, but it's kind of interesting. It does a nice job exploring all of the different ideas about what you want to do after high school and why these are kind of difficult choices to make, especially at your age, and how you can kind of find out what to do after high school by thinking about it critically and figuring out kind of a path for yourself. So it's a nice video. Watch it, enjoy it. Today's Google form you're going to find in its typical spot in the description of the video, and I'll also post it in the comments so you can find it. Write your name as always. And then in your opinion, so this is an opinion question completely unconnected to this video that I want you to watch for today. In your opinion, do you think that we focus as a society, at S.W.B.A.T maybe, as a world, do we focus too much on what we're doing after high school? Should we be focusing on just getting to that end point, then figuring it out from there? Explain. Alternatively, you could tell me we don't focus enough attention or time on what we're doing after high school. All the school cares about is getting us to graduate and then they abandon us, right? And don't care. So what do you think? Or even just as a society, do we not care about the kids after they finish high school? Is it that they just do it and they get the grade and then it's over? So what do you think? What are your thoughts on it? Then I want you to watch that TED Talk that I mentioned. So there's a link here. I think it's embedded here. You can find the link other places on the YouTube video. Watch it. Did you watch it? And then answer some questions about it. Some of them are simple, just like answering the questions based on what is said in the video, and some of the questions are a little bit more your own thinking and your own ideas. The first question is, what do you think about the statistic that the speaker mentioned, that 60% of the jobs that you all, Generation Z, will someday have do not exist yet? Why do you think that is? 1 to 2 complete sentences. So 60% of the jobs that you all will have, 60% of my class, the jobs do not exist yet. That's the statistic. Interesting. Why is this? What do you think about that? Is it shocking? Does it not shock you at all? Why not? In your opinion, does the speaker minimize the importance of finding something good to do right out of high school? So does the speaker make it seem very not important that you find something good right out of high school? Is that a bad thing? Or should we be trying to find the best fit for us right away? Is it natural to change our plan a few times? Explain. So does the speaker not speak critically enough about finding something good right after high school? Should we be trying to find that best fit for us right away? Or should we be able to change our plans a couple times and be a little unsure? So what do you think about that? The speaker says that nowadays, quote, the anxiety over making a career choice can, quote, overshadow the inspiration. What do you think this means? So if you watch the video, that will be a lot more clear to you. The anxiety over making a career choice overshadows the inspiration. What does this mean? This is just informational. The speaker uses the acronym Wi-Fi for figuring out what you might want to do after school. I want you all in the Google form right here to fill out the Wi-Fi model and see if this might help you decide anything about your future. You just say, okay, Mr. Cat, we'll do that. W stands for watch your interests. So she suggests in the TED Talk, and you'll see that, about writing 5 things down that you're truly interested in, anything. They could be anything from, again, a career, like choices that you think will actually benefit you in a career. Like, I love to dirt bike, I write that down. I love to watch Netflix, I write that down, right? Even if those things aren't going to give you a lucrative career someday, write them down. What are your interests? What do you like? What are you interested in? Then the I in Wi-Fi stands for investigate your options. So what I want you to do is list 5 things that you might want to be when you finish school. Anything that even remotely interests you. It's possible that you could want to be an astronaut or a farmer, even if it's not super feasible, if you don't think you can achieve it. What might interest you outside of high school? Then, so you're going to list 5 things you might want to do, and then on the same answer, you're going to do a second thing. You're going to do more research and look up 5 more options from the research that you might want to do when you finish school. And again, this can be anything, just list them. So you can Google jobs based on interest in horses, and maybe you want to be a veterinarian, or jobs based on interest in video games, and maybe you see a couple like video game designer, video game tester, things like that. Write them down from your research. So you should have 10 different jobs here that you could consider based on your interests in research. The F in Wi-Fi stands for follow your dreams. The speaker didn't want you to really do anything with this letter of the acronym. So what I want you to do is think about what things would stand in your way of following your dreams. List some obstacles that might get in the way of your dreams, and what can you do to get around these obstacles. The last I in Wi-Fi stands for I'm interested in blank, and I'll see where it leads me. What I want you to do is just fill in that blank with the first word that comes to mind when thinking about your future, because I think that usually using that approach, what's the first thing that comes to mind, might show you what you truly want, right? And not when the logic or reason kicks in, but what you actually want and what will make you happy, which I think is the whole point of this TED Talk, right, that I'm having you watch, is what will make you actually happy in life instead of just a lucrative career choice. In the TED Talk, the speaker recommends doing this several times throughout your time in high school, and throughout your time in senior year. So every couple days or weeks or months or something, refill out the Wi-Fi acronym, see how it changes, what things have stayed the same, what interests of yours are static that they don't change, and what interests of yours are changing, and what things might not be the best career to pursue because your interest in it is always changing. So just something to think about. In the end, your last question for the TED Talk, do you agree with the message of this TED Talk? Do you think that we should be looking for a path we enjoy, even if this may take our whole lives or not make the best money? Or should we just accept that we may end up on a path that doesn't work for us, but we should continue on it if it pays well or will support us? So what do you think? What is your ethic here? Do you think that we should look for that path that we enjoy, forgetting about everything else and just pursuing that? Or is it, you know what, I need to settle into this, it's going to pay well, and even if I don't love it, even if I'm honestly miserable every day, it's going to provide me with a future, and who cares as long as I have that future? What do you think? I acknowledge I will receive an additional link to this TED Talk via email for my convenience, and this is your assignment for today. So complete this assignment via the Google form. I can't give you credit for today if I do not get this Google form, so please submit it and do your best on it. And again, one more time, this is the TED Talk that I want you to use. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you at least find it kind of meaningful or interesting or inspirational in a little bit or some regard. And good luck with it. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Hope to see you all tomorrow for Zoom. And then we will continue with thinking about our futures and deciding if we want to write a college essay or if we want to do a cover letter next week. So talk to you guys later. Bye.